and the next day, 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 and the next day.
Phone call, Mr. Plankton.
And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day.
Visa, you could pay like 12. You could pay for like urgent. You could pay express, or you could pay for the three methods of paying. And the urgent, of course, the urgent one costs more. It will take like a day or so to get the passport back, the visa back. So, and I saw a few people that did not even get their visa back. So luckily I got mine, and I did not get an email or anything from the agency, the embassy. So everything got straight and sorted out. So I will head back to China tomorrow. I'll head back to China tomorrow. So that's my plan. I was looking for this guy. He's stuck here for another few days. How long are you stuck here for again?
I don't know, probably 1 week.
Maybe more. Another week. Yeah. But for me, I'm leaving. Luckily, I'm getting out of here. I won't be spending any more money.
Yeah, lucky you.
Early in the morning, I'm out of here, back into China, dealing with my student visa, getting my student visa. That's another thing I have to deal with and pay for. It takes up more of my time. This is pretty cool. We just finished eating some McDonald's. I need some real food. I need some like rice. Even Chow Fan can work right now. KFC. Yeah, so your girl leaving. I'm happy to have my passport, my baby back in my hand. Your passport is your life, you know. You won't get it unless you travel a lot. I mean, travel a bit. You won't get it unless you travel a bit. How important your passport is. Your passport is like your identity. It's your life. It really is. I can't wait to get out of here, guys. Thanks for joining me. We'll go back home together, and you'll be following me along. And by the way, I was hoping to at least edit this video on time, but at least you'll see in the previous videos to see what I have to go through, and maybe I'll go into more details and let you know how to get apply for a visa, and when you're trying to get a visa, what the process is like, and what to expect, because a lot of people they mix it up. Even this guy, he mixed it up and didn't bring a certain paper that he needed. So it's very important to know what you need in order to go through this process and not get in any problems and mix up or waste any more money or time. So I'll let you guys know. A bit of advice when you're traveling to even any place you go to, make sure you're able to get on time and exchange the money. Even if you could exchange the money from before you even get into that country, exchange the money, or if you get on time, exchange the money right away, so you won't be in problems, because once you're in that country, you use that country's money, and it's easier to get around and get things done faster. And another piece of advice is when you're looking for someplace, always read instructions. Look on Google Maps is there for a reason. I mean, not everything is accurate, but it's very helpful. Google Maps is helpful, and you can find your way around using Google Maps, and that's what I did. And there's a few places here in Hong Kong that have like free Wi-Fi, so I never bought a SIM card. But if you go to a place that you really need a SIM card, which in here I also suggest you buy a SIM card if you're planning to stay a few days in a place like Hong Kong or anywhere. If you're staying more than a week or so, or a week, buy a SIM card, because you might need a SIM card if your phone is not international. You buy a SIM card. It's helpful when you could get used to internet and ask around and ask questions. The people aren't that friendly when you're speaking to you. More the persons that really help like getting around is more like foreigners here, and the people that look like foreigners here in Hong Kong. But thank goodness I didn't have to ask too much questions when getting from point A to point B. So you could just ask, you could just look at the map, and I looked at the map and I just followed the map, And the problem that I had was when I didn't have my money exchange because I arrived in Hong Kong late, as you saw in the previous video. But yeah, that's a piece of advice for you guys to do. When you go into the embassy, if you need to go to the embassy, go to the Chinese embassy within your country. If you're in your country, try to do it right, everything right within your country, so you don't have to do it in another country or travel far. But in my case, I was already in China and I was already a student from before, and the problems and the mix-up with my agent and the school, I mean not even the school, but the mix-up with my agent and the money being gone and everything. Unfortunately, I had to do this process, but Hong Kong is closed, so I'm able to do it in Hong Kong instead of going all the way back home to my country and spending way more money going home to my country and applying for this visa, the student visa, the X1 visa. So you can, if you want to do it in your country while you're in your country, try to get that visa within your country, then go to another country and do that. The process of finding, if you do happen to try to get your visa within Hong Kong or any other country, one thing you can do is when you search for the visa office, first go online and look for the application, how to go about the process of the things you would need for that application for the certain type of visa you're applying for. Look online, everything is on the internet for a reason. Go on the embassy website, Chinese embassy website, or visa website for whatever country you're applying for. I'll put the link to one of the websites that I'm using for the Chinese visa website, embassy. And when you go to this website, you can also book an appointment, and if you book an appointment, you'll get served faster than most people. And I booked thank goodness I booked the appointment, even though I was like an hour late trying to look for an exchange place to exchange my money first before going there, because you have to pay right away when you give your passport. You have to pay right away. You don't pay when you get your passport back. You pay when you leave your passport there. So I looked for the exchange, and even though I was late, I still was considered that I had an appointment, so I got a ticket and I was served right away. And the strange thing is that this is the first time I was asked for a passport photo where I had to remove my jewelry, remove my earrings, and she was like, lift your hair up and take a photo, and take at least 4 photos, and that's what I did. I'd never been asked for like a passport photo without jewelry, so that was an experience for me. Another thing, you live and you learn every day. Every place is different, and if you're not while you're living, you're not learning while you're living. So, if I'm saying that right, you live and you learn. That's a reason. That saying is so true. And when you learn something, it's like, okay, you're stimulating your mind. Learning more about where you're going and what you're doing. You get more experience. You be less afraid of traveling. Information is there. Safety is there. Taking advantage is there. I mean, there's no such thing as 100% safety, but you have to take your chances at life and go for these experiences, because you live to regret if you don't have the experience, and exploring, it's a great experience so far, but I wish I didn't have to go through all of this, because as a student, you don't want to be spending money on something you didn't expect to do. I would prefer like an actual trip, like if I was coming to Hong Kong without the whole visa process, and enjoying a trip and going around. I'm on the boat, on the ferry, because I had to cross the ferry to go to Wen Chai. There's hotels across there, but those hotels are probably more expensive than the hostel that I'm staying in, and I have to spend another night in a hostel and pay for another night, because there's no train tickets going out to Hangzhou, leaving Hong Kong. But I hope you guys understand and accept my advice, and in the process of going through visa application, and don't get frustrated while you're doing it, because some people did not get their visa while I was here. Some people, and luckily I got mine. But just be honest with it, do it the right way, follow the instructions online, because if you miss a step, then you will be in problems, and you will have to solve that problem right away, and it's pretty stressful. But once you have everything you need, you'll be in less problems, and that's what I've seen some people been through. They didn't have what they need, and they were in certain problems. So do it the right way, Julie. See what I'm saying? You don't doubt it. Ask questions, you know, and he has it.
That must be
Just what you're looking for. It's the same thing.
What is that exactly? It's just someone asking me for it. What is it?
For woman.
Yeah.
Woman.
It's for women.
I know it's
But what is it?
Woman.
But not me. No. But what is it?
Yeah, Chinese pills.
Is it Chinese pills?
Yeah, Chinese
for what?
pills.
For what?
For what? For blood circulation.
Oh, blood
For women
circulation.
programs. Yeah, prevent the women programs.
Oh. Okay. For me to get out of Hong Kong, heading back on the metro this time, from the metro to the border, then cross the border back to Shenzhen Metro, then Shenzhen railway station. This is the way I'm taking this time, because you know, on the way when I came here, I had to take a taxi from one spot to the next spot just to catch the last metro back into coming into Hong Kong, and then cross the border, the last minute cross the border. So I had to take taxi. This time I'm taking the train, which is so much easier. And I mean, I didn't say easier, but it's more, you just read instructions. I have a map on me, and I have a map of Hong Kong. I have Hong Kong map, so that's how I'm able to get around, and then try to get to Loop. This one, Loop Ma Chao, right there, and get out to Hong Kong. It was easy. It was easy going this time to exit out of Hong Kong because I had the visa stamp in my book and my passport. Last time I didn't have it. I just had the stamp, but now I have the paper verifying the visa this time, so they didn't ask me too much questions, and they didn't put me in a boot. Because last time they put me in a boot, like go in and come in, because I only had a stamp in the book, and they don't know that certain countries you can move in and out with just a stamp in the book, and that's visa, and that's verifying that you have a visa. But it's, to them, they don't know that as Chinese, they don't know that it's a visa for your country when they see the stamp in the book. So, but now I'm done with Hong Kong, going back home. But that time, and I got a lot of things to sort out, like the situation I was telling you about earlier with the agent, and I got a lot of things I need to fix when I get back there. But thank goodness, the most important thing is the visa. The tourist visa, the entry visa for China is complete. I decided I wanted some McDonald's for breakfast, not the KFC. KFC breakfast is not so good. Yeah, I tried the KFC breakfast before, but I didn't like it. So I'll get McDonald's instead. I've had McDonald's breakfast before, and it was kind of better to me. I don't know, the sandwich was better, and they have more options to me. See? Jules, it has been 12 hours and I'm still on the train. The next stop is Hangzhou Dong Station, and that's my stop. And I'll be taking a taxi. I was gonna take the bus, but I'm too tired, so I'm gonna take the taxi and head on home as soon as I hop out of here. Find a taxi or Didi. So tired. Thanks for watching and joining me. Like I was saying, the process is is easy once you follow the steps and follow instructions. It's nothing hard to it. It's just that you pray that you get what you need out of the situation that you your goal, you know, meet your goal. Like pray that you reach your goal when you're applying for something, you know, and take it easy, go in. Now Jules, exploring is good. Just remember my advice. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your love. Jules. Good night.